very hard to move off the block. And he got a soft touch, too, for a big man.
Yeah.
Can you give me that bulldozer backing up again?
I thought it was more like beep, beep. Okay. Never knew it was a whistle.
That was impressive.
Not.
Greetings, everyone, from Sacramento. The Kings playing host to a Western Conference affair here in the capital of California. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hart. Ready? And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
And to nobody's surprise, Zach Randolph enjoyed an outstanding season, Clark, in 14-15.
And, ironically, by taking more of a backseat to front court make Marc Gasol, Randolph played better, the best rebound rate of his career.
Now here is Conley. Got a hand on it. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. On defense, Sacramento. About 1 minute into the first quarter. They double-team Conley. It's Allen on the wing. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here is Conley. Allen dishes to Randolph. Right side, Conley. Here's Barnes. Rebound by the Kings. And now the Kings, fast break. Gay passes to Rondo. Good work defensively by Conley.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Gay with no one around. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. He's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Nobody near Allen, but they recover it. Conley kicks to Gasol. Allen for the 3, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
And he can't hit the second.
And really, the Grizzlies might have dropped to 5th in the West in the final week, but they were near the top for most of last season. Often could be found in that 2 spot.
The Grizzlies did slip late in the West, Greg, as you said. Still, Clark, 35-17. That record in the conference was third best.
And even more impressive was the fact that the Grizzlies played their best when playing the other top teams. They went 16-11 against the other Western Conference playoff teams. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
McLemore dishes to Gay. And it's Gay again missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Cousins. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And stolen by Barnes. Allen against Rondo. The 3 from Barnes. Cousins pulls it in.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Gay passes to McLemore. Rondo kicks to Asa. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Rajon Rondo, guys, really needs to operate in a system that's point guard centric. He needs the ball to be effective. Pushing it, driving, dishing. When he has to play off the ball, that's when trouble starts.
And for Rondo, he's almost a throwback at the point, fearlessly taking it to the hole, getting knocked down, and getting right back up to fight another round. The thing maybe against him right now is what kind of guy, influence, what is he like on a team, and how does he affect it?
That's a great point. And also nowadays in the NBA, there's more of a premium on shooting and spacing. So it's going to be up to Rondo to adjust to that new style. That's going to be the question. Can he make that transition?
Well said.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Gay kicks to Cousins. Gay drives in. Pass to McLemore. 5 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Back to Rondo. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Outside Conley. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by McLemore. Moving it up. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist from McLemore. Gay's got his second basket of the night.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now, here's Stevenson. Here's Carter. Gay with the block. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. McLemore, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Beautiful play by Lance Stevenson. He's as gifted a passer as we have in the league.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Outside Rondo. Here's AC. But they get it back. He got it up that time, but it would. And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talk.
We feel like we're a team that's had to go through a lot of adversity. We've been through a lot of things that's set us back. You know, we feel like we can be just as good as anybody else, and why not us?
One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing him in the playoffs last year was the biggest adversity they went through. Can you make a case that it just made them tougher, or Did it really take something out of him?
You know, Kevin, it's really hard to say. A tough break, obviously, losing Mike, and I mean that literally as well. But their problems did set them back, and maybe they can be just as good as anybody else, but until they are, they're going to have some issues.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. And it's Stevenson in at the small forward. Matt Barnes is checked in for Lance Stevenson. Allen inside the three-point line. Misses off the left iron. The Kings trail by 5. Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and it seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball. And a sloppy stretch for him. Now 2 turnovers in 3 minutes. He's got to focus in and value the ball.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's McLemore. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Feeds it to AC. This one for 3. The shot will not go. Some solid defense from Randolph. Gay with the block. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Here's AC, covered by Barnes. And AC kicks to Cousins. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Went for the 2-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Plenty of space. That's good from Allen on the assist by Conley. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Rondo kicks to Gay. Back to Rondo. Lets it go from deep. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
McGee just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part. And you know, Rondo, a strange year shooting the ball last season. For a good stretch, he was shooting the same from the free throw line as he was from three-point range, about 30%.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Second shot opportunity, and Allen with a nice bucket inside. Allen's got 4 points this quarter.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
There's McLemore. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Greg, you were talking about Rondo, and his shooting woes have been well documented. Clark, he tried to tap into Dirk's old shooting coach to help him out while in Dallas.
You know, a good portion of this might be mental at this point for Rondo. He is getting to the point in his career where I think it is what it is for him in regards to his shooting.
Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Randolph with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Rondo against Conley. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. And Rondo sends it back. It's Gay with the drive. There's McLemore. Good work defensively by Conley.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans. Well, a good game tonight for Allen. He's got 10 points and 1 steal as well.
And how about this, guys? He's actually scored more than half their points by himself.
And at some point, guys, you would think that the defense would make an adjustment. They'd throw something else at him because what they're doing right now has not been working.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Caspi, he's checked in for Quincy Ace. Butler comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Cousins, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Carter kicks to Stevenson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
And for Stevenson, to his credit, he took the benching in stride. He knew he just wasn't a good fit at times.
Yeah, and his coach, Steve Clifford, was upfront about it, and I thought did a nice job handling that. Clifford said he wanted Stevenson as a Hornet, but just couldn't find a unit with which to make it work.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Cauley Stein comes in for Caron Butler. And it's Bellinelli in for Ben McLemore.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Cauley Stein's shot is good. Cauley Stein's got his first bucket of the night.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Carter dishes to Anderson. Here's Farmar. And that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They came out in the second quarter with a renewed focus, playing well enough to take a 2-point lead here at the half. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Well, Ernie, this is definitely a big wake-up call for them. Their field goal percentage is sitting in the low 30s. They came out unfocused, unmotivated, unprepared. If they can't turn the tide and play with greater efficiency, it's going to be a long second half.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You have to like what we're seeing from Tony Allen.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
The Kings leading. Caspi is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's Collison. And it's Kufis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
And former Coach of the Year George Karl making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
And Adams now top of the key. He dishes it to Carter. Shot clock at 5. Kufis with the block, and they're able to recover. And it's Carter again missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And the shot is good. And it's a 6-point Kings lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
It's deflected, but they get it back. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Inside, here's Wright. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. And what a pickup to get a guy like Carl, Greg, on their bench, as you mentioned. He's just been a winner, Clark, his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor. He's overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Carl.
As did his son, Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
that? Yeah.
That's right. It was a family affair.
To the inside. Here's Colin Stein. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that. There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Adams with the slam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be. And, guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets.
And Wright throws it down.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. We have to respect the way Vince Carter has just aged gracefully. A superstar in his day, Clark. You knew his game so well. Even in his late 30s, he's still getting it done.
Got a lot that he brings to the table still, Kevin. I mean, not just to score. He can pass, defend, rebound, and not to mention his veteran leadership and savvy.
And also, guys, Vince Carter is tireless in what he calls his old man workouts. I mean, keeping his body healthy and up to the challenge of the long NBA season. Not to mention holding on to some of that bounce from his younger days. Every now and then he'll give us a little taste of Vinsanity.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings.
And VC in the second year of a 3-year deal, you know, he struggled to make shots last season. We'll see if this proves to be a bounce-back season for him.
You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
You know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
Cousins, the pass to Rondo. Good work defensively by Carter. The Grizzlies have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Gay with the block. Throws it up high, and Cousins throws it down.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the dunkie. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
Conley's shot is off.
And with Rudy Gay, the physical part of the game has never been a problem with him. As great a physical player as any other small forward in the league, his one drawback is he can get in his own head at times and not play to his strengths.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. It's Allen on the wing. Now the dish to Gasol, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Here's Game. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And no doubt a lot of players can get in their own head. Like Gay does at times. He does so much on the floor, it is odd when he vanishes for stretches of the game. On pure talent, he has few peers in the league.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And good on the basket. Book it. Gasol's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And they double up Rondo. He feeds it to Cousins. Kicks to McLemore. Rejected by Gasol. They're running. Here's Carter. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Over in the corner, Allen. And stolen by Gay. McLemore inside the line. 3 quarters of play in a close. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. Memphis trailing here. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Memphis. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. And off is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Fast break Memphis. Barnes with the ball. Here's Gasol. It's good. This game is all even. Gasol's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Grizzlies. The Kings shooting at 50% in a decent group. Rondo kicks to AC. Down low. Cousins dishes to Rondo. And right on target. Good.
Just a gorgeous shot from Rajon Rondo.
The Grizzlies shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Conley the pass to Randall. Gay with the block. Rondo kicks to AC. McLemore, no good.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And now the Kings fast break. It's stolen by Allen. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Nobody near Barnes. Nice shot by Randolph. Randolph's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Rondo wide open. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And it's 9 points for Rajon Rondo.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
The pass to Gasol. Kicks it out to Allen. Lots of room. Sacramento grabs the miss. Rondo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Stolen by Conley. And again, Memphis running the court in transition.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And Memphis making a change here. Farmar's checked in. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Passes it to Gasol. Dishes to Randolph. Soft touch off the glass. Randolph's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
A three from Barnes. Shot no good. Nice D from Cousins. Poked loose and stolen by Barnes. Allen with it. He's picked up by Rondo to take the lead. Sacramento grabs the miss. Cousins has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. McLemore dishes to Gay, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Tries from 16, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For Sacramento, they've gotten 4 of the 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there. Farmar passes to Barnes. No good.
He has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Gay outside. The feed to Cousins. He kicks it to McLemore. Over in the corner, AC. Lock at 6. And McLemore kicks to AC. Here's Allen.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
So it's Sacramento now. Outside Rondo. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Farmar. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. And here are the Kings now. And AC kicks to Gay. Connects.
This is exactly what you can expect when you allow Rudy Gay to heat up. He's hard to cool off.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Conley's checked in.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Rejected by Gasol. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. And Memphis making a change here. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 2. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And it all comes down to this.
If you can't get the ball in, you have another timeout. Use it if you need it.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Conley with it. It falls! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. And it's the Kings to start out. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Memphis. Handoff is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. Conley against Rondo. Pass to Randall. Over in the corner, Allen. 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 15. It's hauled in by Gay. Gay's got 5 rebounds tonight. Rondo dishes to Gay. And then Gay with the jam. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here is Conley. 1:52 left to play in the first overtime. To the inside, Allen. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Kings leading now by 5. Rondo kicks to McLemore. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Memphis. Allen passes to Barnes. Finish off the break.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
McLemore dishes to Cousins. Outside Rondo. McLemore with the ball. Working on Allen. McLemore, no good.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And he gets the bucket. And it's now only a 1-point Sacramento lead.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're trailing by 1. There's a minute left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Stolen by Conley. And here again, the Grizzlies in transition. Up the court they go. Allen for the 3. Trifecta.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Sacramento's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Rondo kicks to McLemore. Gay outside. McLemore, the pass to Ace. That one off the back iron and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
Just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
Again, the miss by the Kings. But plenty of drama in this one so far.
And I would not be surprised if it goes right down to the buzzer. Just look at what Conley is doing.
Here's Rondo. Gay outside. To the left side wing. Knocked loose. Gasol with the steal. Allen. No good. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. And just
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Tony Allen. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leave.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan,
think you wanna get rich. You don't really want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no break, like crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Peers know they upset. That Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like that. Off deck. Right back, had to get it out the mud. We took. Now they tell me do it for.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Atlanta, where we'll see the Hawks going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Taking a look at the Hornets, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. The Hawks under coach Mike Budenholzer became such a model of offensive efficiency last season. What about Budenholzer's system, Kenny, works so well?
Well, the funny thing about it, I ran into Budenholzer last night at a restaurant, and we were talking about that. The pick and roll that they use just has 2 or 3 different variations. That's why it's really successful.
Welcome, everyone, to Phillips Arena. We're in Atlanta, Georgia, the home of the Hawks, where we'll be broadcasting live today. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Hornets, Batum is out there with Marvin Williams. Then it's Lee, then it's Cody Zeller, and it's Walker in at point. And Quentin Lee gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Now here's Teague. Passes it to Horford. To the wing on the left. Bazemore for 3. And Lee pulls it down.
And guys, Courtney Lee, now having completed 7 full seasons, very much the same guy now as he was entering the league. A 3-and-D prototype who will most likely never be a plus playmaker.
Korver, no luck. Atlanta on D. There's the double team with Korver to the paint. And the dunk by Zeller.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
And I like the fact that the ref's going to give him a little bit of leeway there and a lot more than they used to.
Teague can't hit. The Hornets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Batum attacking. Jacks up a 3. That one goes. Count it.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the league appears to be heading north, if you will.
Certainly the biggest surprise last year, Clark, was the play of the Atlanta Hawks. You would have picked them to win the East at the start of the season.
Well, they did it, and they earned it. The Hawks didn't have any superstars on their roster, but they won with solid team play.
Now here's Teague on the wing. Korver. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Korver's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lee kicks to Walker. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And for the Hawks, they did end up with 4 All-Stars last season. As you said, it was all about how they worked together as a team.
And Lee with the stuff.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. And you know, around the NBA, the league recognized the Hawks were a complete team. Everybody played their roles superbly. The NBA named all 5 of their starters the player of the week last year in an unprecedented move.
second, Lynn has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Walker goes in. Lee outside. Good on the triple. Lee's got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Teague. Bazemore for 3. Rebound Kemba Walker. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Williams attacking. Outside for Batum. The three-pointer no good. The Hawks trail by 6 to the paint. Here's Bazemore. Misses off the left iron.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And there's Zeller, and that's good on the assist by Walker. Zeller's got his second basket.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long and limber. Clark, he covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend 3 positions, and he's played big minutes for the Blazers.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And guys, now the NBA has what's called player tracking. I mean, they can show how much ground a player can cover over the course of a season. And Nicholas Batum, always amongst the leaders. 2 seasons ago, he was number 1.
Now here's Korver. He's got 6. A nice shot by Teague.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
And Batum with that slender build, you know, you like his height and length, but he can get pushed around at times. I think he can still stand to add some strength.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. There's 57 seconds left in the first. And Walker kicks to Batum. And a wide open look for Lee. And a miss there on the triple. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Picked by Horford. Hardaway passes to Horford. And Teague, here we go. Walker with some nice D.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket. He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Kemba Walker. The Hawks trail by 7. Teague dishes to Korver. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. That's now 8 points in the game for Kyle Korver. Lin against Horford. Lin kicks to Batum. Here's Lee outside. Kept alive. Over in the corner, Williams. Second chance shot. He got it! That is one fantastic buzzer beater!
He hit that shot like it was...
And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league from going undrafted out of Harvard. Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lin has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lin.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
On the floor for Charlotte. Williams is out there with Cody Zeller. Then there's Batum, then it's Lee, and it's Lynn in at the point guard position. Well, you have to love the energy and the effort given every night by Kent Bazemore, hustling for loose balls. Greg, a lot like you actually. Runs the floor like a tornado, can handle the ball, the consummate role player.
He really is. And you know, you have to have guys who can be effective without the basketball, Kevin. There's only one out there.
Right.
And you're going to have 5 guys, so you need other areas of the game to be effective. And he focuses on the defense, the rebounding, all those little things that add up to victories.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And an intentional foul right there.
And, you know, going back to Kent Bazemore, he was not a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Was solid and unspectacular in college. Entered the NBA as an undrafted free agent. Exceeded everybody's expectations.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Teague up top. He feeds it to Millsap. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 5 assists tonight.
And getting back to Kent Bazemore, I mean, he will always have a role in this league because of his defense and his positive attitude. He's the kind of guy who gets counted out early and goes on to have a legitimate 10-year NBA career.
The Hawks trail by 8. Teague drives in, passes to Bazemore. And it comes off the front of the rim. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Batum. Back to Lynn. Just 5 on the clock. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Charlotte making a switch here. Gutierrez is checked in. Lee with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Atlanta. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Charlotte. That's a 2 from Lee. They grab their own miss. Here's Batum, and it's sent back by Horford. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Schroeder. What a season for Al Horford last year. Such a great display from him. And
they can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Horford was able to hit some of his own milestones as well. Had his first career triple-double last season.
Atlanta making some changes. Muscala comes in for Al Horford. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Kent Bazemore. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Walker's checked in. Schroeder kicks to Corbin. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Now just a 4-point Hornets lead.
Horford was really a frog in all aspects of the Hawks last season. I mean, a major call. Just a consistent presence inside with his 15 points and 7 boards a game.
They'll get another chance. Here's Walker, who's back up. Rebounded by Sefolosha.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up. And for Horford last year, the numbers were down a bit, but that wasn't due to his play. I think the Hawks were just a more balanced team, and he could obviously put up bigger numbers if he wanted to, but by playing within the system, I think it allowed Atlanta to reach his true potential over the course of the regular season.
Sefolosha misses. Hornets leading by 4. Here's Batum. The shot from the low post is good. Batum's got 8 points.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is
So fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And Dennis Schroeder out of Germany, his teammates give him a hard time about putting mayonnaise on everything. He eats a turkey burger with mayo before every game. And let me tell you, no need to change because he's settling in just fine.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Humphreys comes in for Mike Muscala. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Thabo Sefolosha.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Lee passes to Williams. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. And Schroeder, who's out of Germany, a pretty wealthy country, but he had a pretty hard scrabble upbringing.
Yeah, you know, he had some brushes with authority early on in his life. He's still relatively young, so in the past, I think he's in a really ideal situation in Atlanta right now.
Williams with the ball. Now defended by Korver. Kicks to Zeller. Rejected by Milson. Hit his foot. And the refs whistling a kick ball. Here's Walker. It's deflected. Fast break. The Hawks ahead. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Lee outside. Charlotte calls timeout.
That was your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders. One more time. Give it up.
Off the inbound pass. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half comes to a conclusion in
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson. Things were going Charlotte's way from the beginning. They had the pieces in place for a nice stretch to open it up and went on a 7-0 run to start. By the end, and that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Korver.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Teague and Korver are the guards. Kent Bazemore is out there with Scott. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And so Teague hits 2 free throws. Well, you just watched Jeff Teague. He's a natural scorer. Clark, he's also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out, and the game is slowing down for him.
Charlotte trailing. Walker with it. Picked up by Teague. And the dunk by Zeller.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run. Don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
To the wing right side. The kick out to Teague. Left side, Korver. Lots of room. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 6th assist on the night. Walker against Korver. Walker goes in. Batum wide open. He fires. No good. In and out. Off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Pass to Bazemore. That's a 2 from Korver. Hornets with the rebound. Zeller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Batum with the 3, and he gets it to go. Batum's got 11 points.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Well, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Feeds it to Bazemore. Down low for double team. Lee outside. The dish to Walker. Out to Lee. A baseline J. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting. It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved Coach of the Year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done taking the Hawks to the top of the East, if you saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. And, you know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio. But he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for the Hornets. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Walker missing again.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Teague drives in. Millsap cannot hit. Some solid defense there from Lynn. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Walker against Korver. Here's Williams, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And guys, you know, last year Marvin Williams signed a big contract, and he did not follow that up with big production. In fact, he tied a career low in terms of his field goal percentage at only 42, and not exactly what the Hornets were expecting from their new stretch four.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Millsap. Hardaway comes in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for T. Lynn dishes to Jefferson. Lynn kicks to Hansbrough. And it's sent back by Horford. Bazemore passes to Hardaway. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Schroeder. Yes! And the foul. It's on Al Jefferson. The thing about Marvin Williams, you know, we know he doesn't create for others. He doesn't generate a lot of blocks or steals. But, you know, the one thing he does, he can hit the boards, he rebounds well, and he's got a pretty good shot from outside.
Yeah, and last season he didn't have any big numbers, but the ones that were at least respectable were in the areas you just mentioned, rebounding and three-point shooting, Kevin.
That's good. And the Hornets lead by 2.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half. Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Horford. Jefferson with some nice D.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Lynn dishes to Hawks. That one a little long.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. The Hornets on top, up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. So it's the Hornets now. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Jeremy Lin is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Al Jefferson. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Daniels in at the 3 slot. Kaminsky kicks to Lin. Dishes to Jefferson. Millsap with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Bazemore gets the bucket. Bazemore's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Hawks. The pass to Daniels. He dishes it to Lamb. There's the feed to Jefferson. And Jefferson gets double teamed. And there's the 3-second violation.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Atlanta making some changes. Kyle Korver is checked in for Hardaway. And it's Teagan for Dennis Schroeder. And then for Charlotte, Zeller is checked in for Kaminsky. Batum comes in for Troy Daniels. And Walker subbed in for Jeremy Lin.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
On the wing, Korver. All alone. A second chance effort. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb.
You know, and for Cody Zeller, after that promising rookie campaign, he just did not tear it up in year 2. In fact, his production only improved slightly. But that was mostly due to the increase in playing time. Talented guy, no doubt, just still trying to find his way in the league.
Teague with the ball, picked by Horford. Shot clock at 6. Teague drives in. That misses off the backboard.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Atlanta making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. Kemba Walker with an eerily similar season once again. Stats the last 3 years have ironically been very close.
Yeah, you talked about those 3 years. Almost 18 points a game in around 35 minutes. So did so on just under 16 shots as well. So becoming more and more efficient.
You know, it's kind of one of those weird anomalies when you look at Kemba's numbers, because in each of those seasons, he played a different number of games. Just one of those kind of quirky, weird things we pick up on sometimes when our brain is foggy.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Right side, Lee. Cephalosha with the steal. And here's Korver from the arc. But they'll get another chance. Teague the pass to Horford. The 3 from Korver. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And I tell you what, if he's going to be a factor here down the stretch, he is going to have to make some shots. Just 1 of 5 here in the quarter. And for Walker, guys, and his stats, even for players considered consistent, there is more variation than what Walker has put up.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Thabo Cephalosha. Marvin Williams is checked in for Charlotte. To the middle, here's Zeller. Powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
11 feet away, Millsap misses.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
They double him at Horford. And Walker kicks to Zeller. And it's blocked. Passes it to Baseman. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see. Really struggling to get in rhythm here in the second half. I mean, it's been a real challenge for them to find the flow and the groove they had in the first half.
And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. .105 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Baseman. And stolen by Zeller. Here's Lee. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Outside, Walker, and the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Hornets with possession here. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Zeller. It's stolen by Korver.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? That man can climb a ladder.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're up by 6. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Walker penetrating. And he banks in the layup. And the Hornets lead by 8.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
T kicks to Korver. Zeller grabs the board. Teague against Walker. There's the 3. And it's Walker again missing. And so it's Charlotte with the win. They kick
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan player of the game. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight. What'd you think, Kenny?
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
Well, certainly a solid night for him offensively. Excellent production pretty much everywhere.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night. And we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
to